interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Cut by Diggs. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Stroud throwing here on first. Connection made to Dell. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 38. Diggs there to bring it in. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up second down.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it sets up a Houston first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans parlay the interception into points. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing now on 1st down. It's Jackson. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Lamar now from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down throw for Jackson. Complete, Derrick Henry. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he'll turn this into a solid gain down to the 14. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now it's a bootleg for him. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Third and a lone yard coming up. He'll try to do it himself. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
Certainly dropped these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage, but I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the first down. If anything, they can see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's on the move. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. Stroud from the pistol. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Nico Collins, the intended target. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. He sends this away, and this is going to be a field flipper. Brings it in at the 12. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that 1st down flag. Looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Texans do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our 1st half. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that 1st half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the 2nd half has in store for us. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the 2nd half of a deadlocked game. Kickoff taken at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Finding Collins. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 28. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense up to the line fast. First down, Stroud. Collins there to grab it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Working quickly here. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Completed to Collins. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the gun, Stroud. Has it down close. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Working inside the red zone. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it second and goal.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So they'll be left with third and goal.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Buckle up, it's third and goal. Now it's Stroud. And he drops it in the end zone. The look was there on third down, but instead it's incomplete.
Plays like that are called twofers. It's why coaches live 2 years for one. All the planning, great play call, careful execution led to that, and it was still dropped to the turf. Touchdown, lost.
Running for it, Mixon. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And he will not get there. They stop him on fourth and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be second down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down, here's Lamar. Completed to Flowers. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the 4th. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Lamar throwing again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now they have 3rd and short. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Pickup of 2 here, and that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. From the 39. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Looking to throw. He beams one deep right side. He's got it deep downfield. And he works this to the 38 before going down. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. Before that play clock can reach 0, John Harbaugh signals for a timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10, here's Jackson. Henry on the catch. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here he is to throw. Forced out to his right. He's got it at the 5. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. Henry takes it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens jump in front late. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. He finds Woods. And he's tackled for a short gain. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to use. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Back to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing now. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Looking to throw it. He's got it to his running back. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets him 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the 1st.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
To the line for a new set of downs, only a lone timeout at their disposal. He'll look to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. On play action, here's Stroud. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Final timeout called by the Texans. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. The Ravens going to the dime package on this third down. Now to throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a fourth down stand.
Hey, after that stop, Kate, they can start